Hello and a lovely big warm welcome to your yoga practice. I invite you to join me finding a comfortable seated position, so that can be kneeling or sitting cross-legged, or perhaps even just sitting at a chair or your desk. But wherever you are, I'd like you to find a little bit of length through your spine. So feel your tummy muscles just very gently draw in and connect. Feel a length up the back and the sides of the neck. Let your arms just relax heavy, maybe resting your palms onto your thighs. And then when it feels okay, I invite you to close down your eyes. And maybe that feels really strange at first. Our eyes are one of the most overwhelming senses of the body. But closing your eyes and bringing your attention a little bit closer and deeper inwards to yourself. Noticing the sounds around you in the distance, maybe people outside, the hustle and bustle of Christmas life. And then start to bring your attention a little bit closer. The noises in the room. And then even closer. Perhaps tuning in with your own heartbeat, your breath, and just observing the gentle rise and fall of your tummy and your chest with every inhale and every exhale that you take. And now start to slow down that breath. Imagine you could iron your breath out, lengthen it. So take a longer, smoother, fuller inhale through your nose. And a soft, gentle exhale out the mouth. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. We'll now inhale for the count of 4. 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath at the top for 4. 3, 2, 1. Softly exhale it out for 4. 3, 2. And pause completely empty. 4, 3, 2. Inhale 4, 3, 2. Hold 4, 3, 2. Exhale it out 4, 3, 2. Pause empty 4, 3, 2. Inhale 4, 3, 2. Hold 4, 3, 2. Exhale for 4, 3, 2. Pause 4, 3, 2. 2 more rounds. Inhale 4, 3, 2. Hold 4, 3, 2. Exhale 4, 3, 2. Pause 4, 3, 2. Inhale 4, 3, 2. Hold 4, 3, 2. Exhale 4, 3, 2. Pause 4, 3, 2. Biggest inhale yet for 4, 3, 2. Hold, maybe sip in a little bit more air and hold. And take a big sigh, release out the mouth. Opening the eyes. Let's start to invite movement into our body. Circle your arms high and wide, look up towards the sky. And let one arm just fall down beside you and reach up and over. Maybe you're kneeling, maybe you're sitting cross-legged, perhaps you're even at your desk, and that's totally fine. Just feel that length through the side body. Come back through the center on the inhale. Let's touch the palms together and go the other way as you exhale. Pressing that opposite sit bone down and breathe deeper into the side body. Marvelous. Take one more inhale, reach the hands to the sky. From there, cactus your elbows wide and lift your chin towards the ceiling. We're going to round our spine, tucking your tailbone under, cuddle yourself into a little ball. And then again, inhaling, cactus the elbows, lift your chest, come to a little upper back bend. 2 more like that, exhaling. It's like a seated cat-cow. And then inhaling, expand through the front of the chest. Final time, exhaling. And inhaling. And release the arms. Let's lift our shoulders to our ears, shrug them as high as they can go, and then go like this. And do that 2 more times. Feels so good. And don't be afraid to make that noise. Make it audible. It's like releasing. Wonderful. Let's come onto all fours, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Float your right arm up towards the sky. Open up through your chest. Think about leaning back. And then thread the needle, sliding the back of the arm, maybe coming right down onto the side of the head. Using the left hand on the ground to gently press against to get a little bit more spiral. Take a nice, easy, gentle breath here. Push down into that hand, unravel, sweep the left hand towards the sky. And place the hand back down, and we'll go on the other side. Left hand opens up. Draw the left shoulder and rib cage back. On the exhale, thread the needle, bring the back of the left shoulder down to the ground. Use that right hand to just gently press against, feeling that opening through the upper spine. Take 1 more easy, gentle breath there. Push down into the right hand, unravel, reach up, touch the sky. And bring your hands back underneath you. Let's start to now draw little circles with our hips in the air. So as we roll forward, taking a little bit more weight and pressure through the wrists. And then as you roll back, almost sweeping through that child's pose, but not quite. Maybe making your circles bigger, perhaps changing direction. So you can allow your hands to come a little bit further forward. And I invite you to move your spine in every single direction, like your spine is made of chewy, gooey strawberry lace. Yeah. Take 2 more. And final time. Sink your bottom back onto your heels and allow your chest to fall to your thighs. Perhaps your forehead comes to the earth. And just take a moment to pause in your child's pose. Enjoying these few moments that you're dedicating to yourself. Perhaps for the physical aspect, maybe you're here for the spiritual, the connection. Just take 1 more easy, gentle breath here. On your next inhale, rise all the way back up onto all fours. Tuck your toes under behind you. Keep your hands and feet where they are and lift your hips, pressing your chest towards your thighs, and just feel your heels gently soften down towards the earth. Your feet can be hip width distance if that feels right. And the hands shoulder width, maybe even go wider with the hands, and that will give you more space in the chest and the shoulders. Perhaps you want to bend the knees deeply. Maybe some of us will find length through the backs of the legs. But come into your version of a downward dog, the version that feels good on your body today. Let's take 2 more breaths here, finding length through the spine. Relax through the neck and the jaw. Good. Let's bend into the knees, look forward, and start to, any way you need to, walk your feet all the way up towards your hands. And we'll meet in a nice forward fold with our knees generously bending. Start to rebuild and roll up through your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, stacking one on top of the other. When you get to the top, open the arms wide, reach up, touch the sky. Bring the hands into prayer at your heart space. Raise the hands through the prayer to the sky as you inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees and fold all the way down, bringing the forehead down towards the earth. Find a halfway lift by sliding your hands up your shins and lengthen through the spine. Fold all the way back down. Plant the hands. Take a giant step back with that right leg. Wiggle that right leg even further back. Land the back knee down and untuck the toes. Float the arms high to the sky as you inhale. And just soften into that space as you exhale. Tucking your tailbone under, feeling that beautiful opening and length through the front of the right hip. This is a wonderful stretch to counteract all that time that we spend perhaps sitting down at our desk or in the car. Marvelous. Take an inhale here. Hands will come down and frame that foot. Glue the right hand down to the earth and peel the left arm up to the sky. Now find a connection of the left knee drawing in towards the right shoulder. A wonderful option is to stay here if you want a little bit more Christmas spice. Tuck the back toes and lift that back knee. Try to keep the pelvis low and keep those inside thighs connecting, everything drawing in towards the midline of the body. Take one more full inhale here. The hands will come back down, framing that foot any way you need to. Make your way back to your downward dog so the knees can land in between, or you can step the feet straight back. Let's hinge our body forward, finding a high plank position. So you're going to stack your shoulders over your wrists and just stay here for one more breath. Active through the shoulders, draw the navel in, biasing towards a slight tuck in your pelvis. Lowering the knees down, release the feet. Bend your elbows and lower your tummy, your chin, your chest all the way down to the floor, any way you need to get there. Take your elbows wide. Fingertips come to the earth. As we inhale, give me a little lift and ripple through your spine. And then exhale, roll back down. Do 2 more like that. Inhaling. Maybe coming a little bit higher this time. And exhaling. Final time, inhale as we lift. And exhale. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Push back, bringing your knees underneath you. Sink your bottom back onto your heels. Take 2 breaths in your child's pose. There's no rush. Give yourself this time and this space. On your next inhale, rise back up onto all fours. Tuck your toes under, press the hips to the sky. Take a downward dog. We'll stay for our inhale. On your next exhale, bend your knees and look forward. Again, any way you need to, make it all the way back up to the top of your mat into a forward fold. Find a halfway lift, slide the hands and press them into the shins or the knees. Give me length through the spine. Fold back down. Rise up to standing, opening the arms wide. Look up, see your thumbs. Bring the hands into prayer at the heart space. Other side, inhale, raise the hands through the prayer to the sky. Exhaling, burst the arms open, bend the knees, and surrender, fold. Find a halfway lift. Think about the heart lifting you up. Fold all the way back down. Plant the hands, big, giant, generous step back with that left leg. Wiggle it further back. Lower the back knee and sweep the arms to the sky on the inhale. Soften into the front knee as you exhale. Tucking the pelvis under, opening up through the front of that left hip flexor this time. Take one more inhale. Hands come forward, framing that front foot. Glue the left hand down and unravel the right arm to the sky. Squeeze that right knee in towards you. Option to stay here. If this feels glorious, then just stay. If you want a little bit more, tuck your back toes and press that heel away from you, keeping the pelvis low and drawing that right knee in towards your left shoulder. Take one more full, generous inhale. Hand comes back down, framing the right foot. Any way you need to, make back in downward dog, sending the right leg back. Hinge forward into a high plank as you inhale. Land the knees, the chin and the chest, all the way down to the floor. Elbows high, fingertips. Inhaling, lift the chest, little wave and ripple. Exhaling, roll back down. 2 more. Inhale as we lift. Exhale. Last one, maybe coming a little bit higher. Inhale as we lift. Exhale back down. Lovely. Hands come under the shoulders. Sit your bottom back onto your heels into your child's pose. Stay for your inhale and your exhale. One more inhale. And your exhale. Slowly rebuild your spine and come all the way up. Let's rise up onto our knees, coming into our little back bend. So let's bring our hands into prayer, our heart space. Bring your pelvis underneath you, a little squeeze in your glutes, your bottom, as you push your pelvis forward and start to open your chest up towards the ceiling, maybe lifting your eye line. Imagine a big bright light coming out of your chest, your heart space, and let that light be bright and green. Now maybe you stay here with this gentle upper back bend. Option to take the hands behind the lower pelvis. Let's aim our fingertips down and squeeze our shoulder blades and our elbows in behind us. Again, encouraging that pelvis forward and an extension through our upper spine. Option to stay here if this is wonderful for you. If you want to go a little bit deeper into the back bend, walking the hands down onto the heels, squeezing the shoulder blades together and pressing your pubic bone towards the sky. Take 2 more breaths here in whatever variation you're in, just finding space through the heart, the front of the body. 1 more inhale. And then on your exhale, coming all the way out, sink your bottom back onto your heels. Let your palms face upwards and close down your eyes. Allowing all those benefits of that big, beautiful back bend just to sink in. Let's round our spine now forward. We've been in a big extension, so we're off our spine flexion. So just curling into a little shell-like posture, letting the forehead fall down towards the knees and the arms just tuck in beside you like wings. And then rolling all the way up. Just let your bottom come to one side and swing your legs around. We'll come into our seated postures. So sitting up tall on your sit bones, draw the right knee in, sealing at that knee, rotate from the hip. Try to give me as much length in that lower spine. That's the hardest part about this posture. As we inhale, lift up, and then as you exhale, just fold forward, allowing your spine to round. Level your collarbones, square off your shoulders towards that front leg, and maybe you feel a stretch through your hamstring, maybe you feel it through your glutes, maybe you feel it through your lower back. I always say you'll feel it where you need it, right? Let your head just follow that gentle curve, widening the elbows, maybe draw your chest down a little bit deeper. Try not to force anything. Instead, surrender into it. Let's take 1 more breath here. Start to unravel. Sit up all the way up tall. Fold that right knee in. We're going to stamp the right knee to the outside of that left leg. Take the right hand behind you. Prop yourself up. Reach up. Touch the sky. Option to cradle that leg like a baby, or maybe to just slide that left elbow in there. Try not to force the chin, but just gaze gently over that back shoulder. Use the back hand to sit up and keep that strength and length, crown of the head rising to the sky. Take 1 more breath in. On your exhale, unravel and just go the other way, a little counter to squeeze out the body. And come back on the other side. Give the legs a shake. Draw the left knee in, sealing at the knee. Allow that knee to fall out to the side. Try to find as much length in your lower spine. Inhaling, look up, touch the sky, and on your exhale, fold over that right leg. Catching hold of the calf, the ankle, the foot, whatever is available to you. Widening the elbows again and drawing the chest down. Drawing the toes back towards the shin. and breathing through any sensations that your body offers you there. Take 2 more breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Unravel, sit all the way up. Bring that knee in. Stamp that foot to the outside of the thigh. Left hand comes behind you. As you inhale, reach up, touch the sky. Maybe you hook the elbow. Maybe you gather the leg in and draw it towards you. Just do the variation that feels best for you. Finding the balance in these postures today, somewhere between effort and ease. Softly gazing over that back shoulder. Focusing on not creating a perfect shape or a picture, but instead concentrating on creating a sensation. Releasing that want or need for perfection. Instead, meeting your body where it is and finding acceptance in that. And there's so much strength and grace that comes with that. Take a breath in and unravel the spine. Go the other way, just squeeze it out. Come back through the center. Lovely. Coming now into our final resting pose, into Shavasana. So lying all the way down onto your back and letting your arms and legs just fall by your sides. Take up space here. Let your arms come wide and allow your palms to face the ceiling. And if you haven't already done so, stay as you are, then I invite you to close down your eyes. And for the next 3 minutes that we have together, allow me just to guide you through a meditation. When you think that you've surrendered and let go, give yourself permission to soften a little bit more. Bring your mind's attention now to the soles of your feet. Notice any tension that you're holding there and release it, let it go. Bring your mind's attention to your calves and your shins. Notice any tension that you're holding there and release, let go. Bring your mind's attention now to your knees, your thighs, the hamstrings, the buttocks, the weight of the pelvis. Notice any unnecessary tension there. And give yourself permission to release it, to let it go. Bring your mind's attention now to your tummy, your rib cage and your chest, moving up to your collarbones, the shoulders. Notice any tension there and release it, let it go. Bring your mind's attention to the front and back of the arms, the elbows, the forearms, moving down to the wrists, your right hand thumb, first finger, middle finger, fourth finger, and fifth finger, your left hand thumb, first finger, middle finger, fourth finger, fifth finger. Notice any unnecessary tension there and release it, let it go. Bring your mind's attention now to your forehead, the space between the eyes, the jaw, the throat, the mouth, the lips. Notice any tension there. And give yourself permission to release, to let go. Observing your whole body as one. Lying on the mat, allow yourself to feel held, supported. And please feel free to stay in Shavasana for a little longer if you're not quite ready to end your practice, dedicating as much time to stillness as you need. But if you're ready to resume your day, just start to deepen that breath one more time, taking a slightly fuller inhale and a nice easy exhale. Maybe begin to wiggle the tips of the fingers and the toes, maybe your nose. Take a glorious morning stretch out. Reach the arms over the head, point the toes and pull the body apart. And then bending into the knees, just roll over onto your right side, curling into a little ball, and just pause there. And you're lying now in the first yoga posture that you entered this world in. So perhaps it's more familiar to you than you thought. Keeping your eyes closed if you can, trust the space wherever you are, and press yourself up to a seated position. You can sit crossing the legs or kneeling, and when you get there, bring the hands into prayer at the heart space, closing the eyes. We'll close our practice today with one soft, loving sound of Om. You're welcome to join in with me or just to receive the vibrations wherever you are. So we'll take a breath in to prepare. Bow your head to the thumbs to seal the end of our practice. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat this morning. I hope you all have a wonderful, magical Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Namaste.